Welcome to CathyDSlaught's SRC4u Zoom call for January 11th, 2021. We're here on Cathy's website, CathyDSlaght.com. We're going to slide down from the website and look for this Zoom banner. If you'd like to be part of Cathy's SRC4u Daily Energy Clearing Group, the information's here. You can register. If you'd like to follow Cathy on her Twitter account, where she posts from the Zoom, that information is here. Click on CathyDSlaght. It'll take you over to her Twitter account for a direct link to her post. We're going to join the Zoom platform. We're here now. I'll open it up, and as soon as it opens, the call may be loud, so you may want to reduce the speaker volume.
Last night, I tested something, and I meant to save to show you. I'll mention it again when we officially start. And then I forgot this morning. We had finished the panel. I turned it off. But I tested the benefit of clearing stress related to an overactive imagination, and it was 100%.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. And I really want to show you that. I'm kicking myself for clearing it, turning the panel off. But this is correct. Our mind, whatever we're envisioning, they say our body doesn't know the difference.
That's right.
And so this
That's right.
A big factor in controlling our mind.
Well, I can add a little bit of hope. In the last week, I've gotten to work with 19 to 28-year-olds, and I am blown away by who these kids in that age group are that are light seekers and light workers. Their abilities are not even measurable. Like I'm like seriously like whoa. So it's hopeful.
It is very good news. But am I right that kids are kind of natural rebellers anyway? And so they're going to go, if they see all this stuff happening, probably go another way. Is that normal for this age group?
It was before, I think, all the indoctrination, because it's been in the works for so long. But it's the light workers. It's the ones that came in here like
wonderful.
us.
Yes.
To do this work, they're the ones that, and they don't have it easy when they come here and wake up. And that's what's supposedly happening this week too. Or there's going to be so many more wake ups that people really have a hard time because they can't comprehend it. And it's such a jolt to their whole psyche, and they don't know, so all of us that are healers are going to be so needed.
Well, it's time to definitely work together on that. There's a lot of modalities. I still believe this may be a cornerstone because it gives you information. It's hard to get other ways, but I agree. We're all busy. Yesterday did seem to be a little unusual with energy. Let me show you where we are. Get in here to our group. We're not asking for anything added in, country, family member, etc. And then the scan, let me get our Excel here. That's not it. Hold on. All right, so here we are. I'm seeing this, like I said already, seeing this also with individual sessions. We want to keep our homes clear. I'm not sure. This just goes in spurts. For us asking for these things.
Cathy, make it bigger.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Let me do that. Let me get that in there first. Okay, and I did this a little bit last night. Let me see how far we go. You can also test when you do these things, and we did that yesterday with some of the work. Let's just see if we want to put that in the Pro Tools. Let's go in here, and we can always come back and add it. We'll just come back and see if we want to add that cocktail to any of the Pro Tools. We're going to do She Motion. This has been interesting. We wanted this yesterday too, charge our drinking water with copper. So I got it added today to that part. And here we are with our water. And let's just see what kind of time frame we want.
Hey, Cathy, it's supposed to be with copper, not with water.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Thank you. Let me go back to the one. So it might be even if you, little dog up here, might be even if you got into the habit of doing this energetically, because you're going to see in a minute, we're also asking to charge our water with gold. And if you Google these things, it looks pretty interesting. I'm going to take 4 at this moment in time. And this was interesting. Stop poisoning the brain. And we are realizing that the environment, we are just surrounded by all these waveforms, and they're put in place to, for us to manifest. And what throws it off is various environmental stress. And again, a good reason to check on it. And so we see a little bit of a chronic stress there.
It has a lot of implications to it, though, too. You can poison your brain with your own words. You can poison it with water, with food, with the environment, with toxic relationships. I mean, it's
yes.
Huge.
Thank you. Yeah. It's really looking like the mind is all. That's right. So let's just put that in the shin. That looks like we have a good result from it. But that's the thought thing is, I was telling some of you that were on before, and I wish I had saved it when we were running last night, looking at different things, and I tested the benefit of clearing stress due to overactive imagination. It was 100%. So you realize that what you think, your body doesn't know the difference. So now we wanted a deeper scan, and we actually wanted the scan for new ideas. And I'm going to send you that scan out, but then I'm going to take these crystals off because it's too much. Later I may scan and see if we have a priority. But when you do these, if you do the scan the way it is, you see how powerful it can be to be adding some crystal energy to our work. But you see, if you're looking for some new approaches for yourself or for a client, get in here. For example, you see Reiki. For our group, we're talking about a benefit, something new. If you haven't tried it, you may want to try. And that's just, we've got a little, I don't know why, a little bit of stress related to that. And then again, too much responsibility. Now I'm going to have to add quantum jumping to this list. I'm very excited to start getting into that. I just want to finish a couple of things first. But
I like that.
Yep. So what's interesting is you see this too much responsibility, and then right after it, detach. So there may be some of us that need to look at how our days go and say, let someone else handle this or that.
And speaking of quantum jumping, today's date is January 11th, 2022. So you have the 1-1 and the 2-2.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Steve, was that quantum jumping book the book that you were talking about related to parallel lifetimes? Stephen Dawson?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure that was it. Okay.
Yeah, Bert Goldman really eases you into a trance and asks you to choose which profession you want to share attributes with, borrow their experience and wisdom.
Wow.
I just wanted to bring up, speaking of 1111, Amy Ellis from the FCOA is doing a prayer, or what she does at that time for the earth.
Oh.
If you want to join in.
Can you send that link, Mary?
It's going to be on Facebook. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, yeah. I can't really do that one. I mean, I can't send out the link. It's no, but thank you.
Is it today, you said?
Yeah, 11:11.
Right after the call, for how long?
It's only supposed to be, well, she's going to actually write it out. So I'm not sure. She's usually pretty quick. And then she's doing it again at 1:11.
Because I was going to say, I could open up the Zoom call and go over to the Facebook group, and if you want to help direct me on what we need to do, we can do that.
You could just go to the FCOA group, and she should have it listed.
Okay, great.
Thank you. Anyway, just a few new ideas. Again, we've got a group here, but this was the deeper scan we wanted, so we'll do it.
Was that Amy Jo Ellis?
Yes.
The Court of Atonement, right?
Right, full Court of Atonement, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to get in there myself and hear that. So anyway, again, new ideas, and I'll have the list out for anyone who wants to play with that. But you see how many of these are related to the gemstones. Now here's another one: release negative thoughts. A lot of times you don't even know you've got negative thoughts. It's just become such a way of life. Get back in here. And you get an idea from what you see here as to the priority. Exercise. Again, huge actually for thoughts. I know we have at least one person in the group that walks 10 miles a day.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
I want her autograph.
Exactly.
Maybe we can put her in the field generator for all of us.
Her energy. There you go. That would be pretty good. Anyway, you can see we don't have to go over the 300, but we've got, this is an interesting one, is this bioetheric eraser. Maybe we'll look at that tomorrow. That's an interesting cocktail, and I don't know how I get some of these things in the deeper scan, but I do. There's another reference to the home. So let's go in here to the Pro Tools. There you go. And we're actually wanting these tools. nothing that we can add a cocktail to really, but we'll go into there. Let's just go into right now the soul imaging. Kind of running out of spots here.
Is that the Do-It-Yourself Earth Healing by, it looks like Amy Jo Ellis shared the event.
Yeah, that should be it.
Okay. I'm going to open the room up if y'all want to come in, and then just follow along. I won't probably...
That sounds good, yeah. And that's at 11:11?
11:11 and 1:11.
Okay. Thank you.
Twice.
What do we do? Go on her group?
Sounds like Joanne's going to put it up, so we can just follow that link.
That's
Or
easy.
that, right? You're going to follow it?
I'm sorry. I'm multitasking here. Yeah, I'm going to open up the room, and I'm going to open it before 11:11 and try and figure all this out. So if someone wants to help me, because it looks like there's pre-written statements, and you follow the link to the Do-It-Yourself Earth Healing, and you join the group at 11:11. So
Yeah. I was going to finish going there because I looked at it on my Kindle, and that's hard to follow. So I was going to do it on my computer this morning. So if there's something that I can help you with.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
This, we can put in an Gong, clear, possession, or attachment by earthbound spirits. And this, all of these were priorities, high priorities for our, get that word clear out. For our startup, I don't know how long they will be, but right now they are. Put that in there. You want to clear the whole body. And I forgot yesterday with the internet going down, I've also, and we're still stuck at a 10 in reference to the weekend work on the appendix, and we had the stress that could represent, and we wanted the mediator and yes therapy. We cleared with the yes therapy, but we are still going with the mediator. So sometimes you have these things you're not really wanting to clear them on a subtle body level, not so much a conscious level. Here, clear all subconscious perceived benefits to being ill. Yeah. So that's one that's coming up quite a bit for us. $4. The Empower Me cocktail. And that comes preloaded. There's our gold, which we'll do. And then we wanted a protocol as well. And that's this one we ask for. People in general ask a lot for. And this is the Grandmaster sample protocol one. We're asking for that. And then this one, people are asking for quite a bit. And that ties into the subtle body stress, negativity, and chakras.
I just got to thinking, you have the domain name Clearing Stress. Maybe we could do a Zoom call on just that, showing how to clear the stress. Just going to throw that out there.
Oh, okay. But let's look in here. I want to show you, I guess first let's go ahead and just see what we've got here. with this. This is our scan. And we're wanting to have a theme to this. Of course, we already have a protocol, so maybe we're wanting to maintain that protocol. Let's go ahead and get it started. And then I did want to go over a little bit more information on mind. That really does seem to be the whole deal. And I'll send this out. This is an interesting site, and this guy does quite a bit of work and has some techniques. We apparently get blocks at certain ages. We're not always aware, and he has some special techniques to help you clear that. I just like this. Be the genius you already are. That's something I read in his work. So I put it in there. Maybe we'll get a code for it somewhere. But you can see some of the things we have codes for from his material. We want to clear detrimental body beliefs. Just one example. We get older, so we presume we're going to get heavier. How about this flu? I can't tell you the number of calls I've gotten from people thinking they have it. They don't, but they get one little sniffle, and they could easily create it. Clear mind-based causes of disease. This was an interesting one. Clear pre-programmed resistance. This was an interesting one. Clear the belief that it's hard to change. This is the big deal right here. This is coming from the subtle bodies. It's not coming from, oops, let's mess that up. It's not coming from the conscious mind most of the time. And that is why we, and we've been, most of us, not so much this group, but most people are very reluctant to study or learn about these many other bodies we have. Clear self-limiting, oops. Determined action. Health and happiness is my birthright. This was a big one. I am loved. I used to have a protocol with the biofeedback to clear stress related to feeling unloved. And one thing you realize is that many of your beliefs come from childhood, and they're not correct beliefs. And then you spend your whole life focused on it when it was never correct. I like this one. I win. Now, this internal love, the idea being, it's not about outside things. It's how do you love yourself? We go into a lot of stress in our life trying to get other people to love us. That's not really the big deal. He works with people to identify a theme. What ties all the toxic beliefs together? Nothing is wrong. This was a good one. Pain-free without painkillers. I thought I'd add that. Trust the universe. What felt out of reach now comes into my reality. Okay. Stop. Looks like that. We'll see if we get a code. If we get a code for this later.
Are you beating it?
What? I didn't hear you.
I say, are you beating your computer?
I try not to beat the dog when I'm on live Zoom. But and then look at this quote, which our existing fate will be the stories we told ourselves long enough. That may be. I still have to type out that stories code. It's lengthy, and I didn't get to it yesterday. But that might be more so. Might not be so much dark energy coming. It might be our own stories about our life that are throwing us off. Oops. You just see if, with a quick scan if there's anything in here today that with these.
Cathy, are you sending that page out to us today?
I sure am.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really like this guy with that site too. You might want to take a peek. We're not quite done. I think he's going to give some information on how, he'll give, of course, a list, and then we'll have a list to scan as to what ties the toxic beliefs together. And that, I know that's pretty interesting to me. Let's just see if there's any of this we want today. Make it a little big. Can y'all see that?
Yes.
Okay,
Kind of.
Yes.
Okay, clear the belief that it's hard to change beliefs. And, we can, and especially, I think, with this consistent work, which then brings in awareness. So we do want to get some of that energy related to that code. Let's just see where we are with it.
One of the stations that I listen to a lot, their statement that they have on it is that belief is the enemy of knowing.
Oh, I love that. And look at that. That's actually the only one the group wants is to that particular mindset, and keeping in mind that our mindsets pretty much come in even when we're at a point to not have a conscious understanding. So I'll send that out. This here, this is just something from a while back that I wanted to send again, some validation on the remote work. And then this is this new I don't know, I guess the gems are down there later. You may want to take that out, but this is the new ideas scan if anyone's interested.
Hey, Cathy, could she explain what she meant about the belief is the enemy of knowing?
Yeah, would you mind, Annie, going further with that?
I think what they're saying is that it's like our illusions, to go into the beliefs, and that there's an omniscience, there's an inner knowing that's really truly always present within us, and as we get rid of those illusions that are dogma that we've been entrained with forever, the knowing is what is truly us. It's our authentic selves, I believe. But Steve Dawson is pretty brilliant, so he may be able to add to that.
But no, I've read that before also. It's not about belief. It's about when you just know. That's your information coming in from the cosmos. But then I wonder sometimes, how do you label that? You may just know, and you may be incorrect. Does that make sense?
Yes, I sort of think of the difference between I believe in God or I know that there is a God. I mean, I think that would be like the knowing would be that you had that connection, direct connection with God, so you know that He exists. But if I believe in God, it's still a question mark. That's what I look at it, but I don't know.
That's a great way to look at it.
One little thought is that if you get information and it conflicts something you believe in, and you get angry or upset and refuse to look, it's probably a program. It's probably not knowing. It's probably something you've been programmed with. That's what I've read.
Okay, well, thank you.
It's thought-provoking because we're all so programmed with beliefs about politics, religion, our health, etc. And that's what we want to get past, is any non-beneficial programming here. Please.
I just wanted to bring it up to Steve. They've taken a lot of the videos off on what's his name? Oh, I forgot name. I just forgot.
Time Jumper.
Oh, Bert Goldman, yeah. They've taken a
They've
lot
done
of
what?
videos off.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry to hear that.
I am too.
Yeah, I bought his video package a while back, and it's there's a lot there to consume.
Maybe,
also.
yeah, maybe we can go to his site and get that. This is interesting here, just to finish up. Look at our option, addiction. I think it's addiction to our present reality. Going on down, we just get a little bit all settle. Again, when the thymus comes up, it's not a bad idea to do the thymus tap. This reaction formation, you see what you expect to see. And a real classic example, you buy a new car, and all of a sudden you never noticed before how many cars like yours are out there. So you kind of pull in what you're expecting. Words to ponder. If your sister hits you, don't hit her back. They always catch the second person. All right, so that would be a belief. There you go. And some stress related, let's just see. And again, that might not be on a physical level. It could be a headache related to what we're seeing in the world. Let's just see. Okay, look at that. Let's go ahead and put that in there later. And then also I'll send out, let's quickly pull up the e-body, because we're asking for that, on another scan. When I did the deeper scan, the e-body was in there. It shouldn't have been, but we asked for it, so let's look. And then the she motion will look quickly, and I'll save the messages. And I'm not forgetting to do the vision board example. I'll try to get that screencast done today, just in case anyone wants to further look. Okay, I think it's too small for many of you to see, but it's dealing with stress is our top issue. Access, sense of being true to myself in relationships, lack of focus, states of peace, and remorse about the past. So that's a top one. So we'll see what kind of messages we get. So that is it for today. See if we're ready to. Yeah, we are.
Okay, Kat.
Any thoughts?
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, and by the way, while I'm thinking of it, no Zoom next Monday. And possibly on Tuesday, there may be a doctor's appointment, but for sure on Monday. And that, has anybody ever studied reverse speech?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
Oh, yeah, that
I
is
don't even
fascinating.
know. Yeah, it is absolutely fascinating. I don't know even what's on YouTube anymore. But Monday is Martin Luther King's birthday, I guess, or it's a holiday for that.
Oh, yeah.
And what is interesting is if you listen to his speech, everything came out the same backwards as it came out forwards. He was right on the level and from his heart. If you listen to the reverse speech from certain others, it's not that way. but Martin Luther King, that was a real sincere effort. And so I'm going to take Monday off for that. And then Tuesday, I think there is a doctor's appointment, so probably no Zoom either of those days.
Hey, Cathy, before you sign off, have you had any more information about the Grandmaster's workshop?
No, I have not. Yeah.
It's advertised on Telegram if you guys are on the Telegram chat.
No, I don't have
anybody. I'll ask Emily to email it to me, and then I can send it out that way. Okay.
Do you know where it is in Florida? I mean, where?
If you hang on a minute, let me find it.
Yeah. It's Olive. Olive, are you here this morning?
I don't think Olive's microphone works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She was asking me yesterday, and
yeah.
Cathy, thank you for sharing that information about Martin Luther King. I appreciate that.
Yes,
it's beautiful. It is. When there is on the biofeedback, I no longer work with the biofeedback, but there was a site where you could do the reverse speech, and I know Bill Nelson, who put that in, told the story of being in the early days, back in the 80s, being in front of a group of doctors trying to explain the biofeedback. They were all talking to each other and ignoring him. So he tried to show the reverse speech by saying something to the effect of, my name is Bill Nelson, blah, blah, blah. He played it backwards. It said, I hate you people.
Oh, my gosh.
So I remember that story.
Okay, I have it here.
Okay.
So it is January 29th at 2 p.m. in Valrico, Florida.
And where is that?
I don't know. And it's
east of Tampa.
East of Tampa.
East of Tampa. Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's got to be by you. Anyway, it's make a half a gallon of this tonic.
Right. I got that information. I just didn't know exactly where it was.
Yeah, Valrico.
Okay. And Olive just responded on the chat that she wants to go.
Good.
What was that?
Olive wants to go also to see to be there.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, some of you guys will get to meet each other.
Yes, that'll be wonderful.
So, okay, well, I think that is it. I'll send this out and talk to you tomorrow.
Wait a minute.
Thanks, Cathy. Bye-bye. Everybody have a great day.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
This concludes the SRC4u Zoom call for January 11th, 2022. We look forward to seeing you again. Till then, take care and be well.